So when it comes to hydrogen, we take that same technology basis, right? The power conversion system, and there's two different applications. So we see it on both ends of the hydrogen value chain. There's hydrogen production, which for us just means making green or renewable hydrogen with little to no carbon footprint through the process of electrolysis and skipping a whole bunch of electrochemistry. I think it's suffice to say that we need very large power rectification generally. So, converting AC currents up to 50,000 amp units and higher. So really massive power electronics to produce hydrogen, clean hydrogen. And then on the other end of that market, there's the demand side. So the demand for hydrogen, you can use it in applications where you're taking the hydrogen molecules and you're essentially converting back to electricity. In that way,
you do that with the fuel cells.
Exactly.
You feed them through the fuel cells. Yeah.
So we play on both ends of that spectrum. I think we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, got it. So and the part that is more relevant to the world of solar and battery and renewable energy in that sense is probably the part that is taking that as most people know, like in solar production, especially during midday hours, there's a ton of extra lost electrons in a way, because you're producing so much and you're kind of over that at the top of the bell curve.
You're curtailing whatever is beyond your inverter capacity or your interconnection. Exactly.
And that's essentially free energy not being used anywhere. So, and I guess one of those uses, and I've heard many creative uses of that, from Bitcoin mining to many other things. One of that is to take that extra energy and use that in that electrolysis process to generate the hydrogen molecules, which then can be used for other, almost like a battery in a way, right?
Yeah, certainly. And then there's a whole set of market conditions where hydrogen is needed, right? So it can be used in fuel cells, as we mentioned, or directly in industrial processes. But there may be customers who are willing to pay for hydrogen that's generated from solar electricity, to your point, knowing that it's a renewable resource, right? So there may be a green premium that you can capture selling that hydrogen to certain customers.
And if you want, you can take that same exact hydrogen you just produced and feed it through a fuel cell and then generate electrons again. So there's, depending on the context and location and pricing of these different inputs and outputs, you can make many different use cases.